Chapter number 13, Surface Areas and Volumes. From class 9 you are already familiar with some of the basic solid figures like cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere. You have also learnt how to find surface areas and volumes of these basic solid figures. In our day-to-day life, we come across a number of solids which are made up of combination of two or more of the basic solid figures. In this chapter, we will calculate surface areas and volumes of these figures which are made up of combination of two or more of the solid figures. Now let's have a review of the formulas for surface areas and volumes of the basic solid figures that you have studied in class 9. Let's start exercise 13.1. Question number 1 is, two cubes each of volume 64 cm cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. In this question, two cubes each of volume 64 cm are placed end to end and the resulting solid, overall solid, is a cuboid. We are going to find out surface area of this resulting cuboid. So for calculation of surface area, we need length of the cuboid, breadth and height of the cuboid. We are given volume of a cube 64 cm cube and there are total two cubes placed end to end. In this figure you can see two cubes are placed end to end and a resulting solid is a cuboid, and we are going to find out surface area of this resulting cuboid. We are given volume of each cube 64 cm cube. So volume of a cube formula is side cube. So in place of volume, if you write side cube, it is equal to 64 cm cube. Therefore, side of the cube is cube root of 64 and cube root of 64 is 4 centimeter. So this way we have calculated side of the cube. There are two cubes each of volume 64 centimeter cube. Therefore, dimensions of the resulting cuboid. Are length of the resulting cuboid 4 plus 4 8 centimeter, breadth of the cuboid will be 4 centimeter and height of the cuboid also will be 4 centimeter. So these are dimensions of the resulting cuboid which are obtained by joining two cubes each of volume 64 centimeter cube, and we are going to find surface area of this cuboid. So surface area of the cuboid. Formula for surface area of a cuboid is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. using this formula and substituting the values of length, breadth and height, we can calculate surface area of the resulting cuboid. So let's put length, breadth and height in this formula. So 2 into 8 into 4 plus 4 into 4 plus 4 into 8 centimeter square. This is unit of the area, and it is equal to 2 into 8 into 4 32 plus 4 into 4 16 plus 4 into 8 32 centimeter square, and this is equal to 2 into 32 plus 16 plus 32 80 centimeter square. So it is 160 centimeter square, and this is surface area of the resulting cuboid. So this is the answer. Question number 2 is, a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter and the total height of the vessel is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. In this figure, the vessel is shown in two parts. Base of the vessel is hemispherical and the upper part of the vessel is cylindrical, as hollow hemisphere is mounted by the hollow cylinder. Diameter of the hemisphere is given 14 centimeter and total height of the vessel is given 13 centimeter. We have to find inner surface area of the vessel. To find inner surface area of the vessel, we need inner surface area of hemispherical part and surface area of the upper cylindrical part of the vessel, and for that we need radius of the hemispherical part and radius and height of the upper cylindrical part of the vessel. Actually, this hollow hemisphere is mounted by the hollow cylinder, so radius or diameter of the hemispherical part and cylindrical part will be exactly same to same. That is, whatever will be radius of the hemispherical part of the vessel, same will be the radius of cylindrical part of the vessel. So diameter of hemispherical part, hollow hemisphere, is already given, so we can write direct radius of hemisphere or hemispherical part. This will be 14 by 2, 7 centimeter. Total height of the vessel is given 13 centimeter. Therefore, what will be height of the upper cylindrical part of the vessel? Height of cylindrical part of the vessel, let's say h, it is equal to total height minus radius of the hemispherical part of the vessel. Total height given 13 minus radius of hemispherical part is 7 centimeter, so this will be 6 centimeter height of cylindrical part of the vessel. Now we are going to find inner surface area of the vessel. So inner surface area inner surface area of the vessel equal to surface area of hemispherical part 2 pi r square plus inner surface area of cylindrical part, that is curved surface area of cylindrical part, it is 2 pi r h. Formula you are already familiar with. Now let's take 2 pi r common. So from here we get r and from here we get h. So it is 2 pi r into r plus h. Here we have taken 2 pi r common to reduce the calculation. Otherwise directly we can put values of pi, radius and height in this formula, and separately we will calculate. Finally adding up we will get the inner surface area of the vessel. So we have here taken common 2 pi r. Now let's put values of pi, r and h in this formula, when we shall get inner surface area of the vessel. So 2 into 22 by 7 value of pi into radius 7 centimeter into radius 7 plus height 6, and this is 7 cancel, 2 into 22 44 into 7 plus 6 13. This is equal to 572 centimeter square, and this is inner surface area of the vessel. Question number 3. A toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of the same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the toy. In this figure, the toy has two parts. Upper part is conical and lower part is hemispherical, and we are asked to find total surface area of this toy, which is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of the same radius. Radius of conical part, base of the conical part of the toy is given 3.5 centimeter, therefore, and it is mounted on hemisphere, so radius of hemispherical part of the toy also will be 3.5 centimeter. So let's write radius r of conical part as well as hemispherical part 3.5 centimeter. Total height of the toy is given 15.5 centimeter. So what is going to be the height of conical part of the toy? So let's calculate height of conical part of the toy. That will be equal to total height minus radius of the hemispherical part of the toy, and that is 3.5 centimeters. So it is going to be 15.5 minus 3.5 centimeter. This is equal to 12 centimeter. So this 12 centimeter is height of conical part of the toy. We have to find total surface area of this toy, that we will calculate in two parts. Surface area of conical part plus surface area of hemispherical part of the toy, and to calculate surface area of conical part of the toy we need slant height L. So let's first calculate slant height of the conical part of the toy. So let us calculate slant height L using this formula. L square is equal to h square plus r square. H 12 centimeter plus 3.5 centimeter whole square, and this is equal to 144 plus 12.25. This is 156.25 centimeter square, which is equal to L square. Therefore, slant height of the conical part L is equal to under root 156.25 and its square root is 12.5 centimeter. So slant height of the conical part L we have calculated 12.5 centimeter. Now we are going to calculate total surface area of the toy. That will be surface area of the conical part plus surface area of the hemispherical part. So total surface area of the toy equal to surface area of conical part. We are going to use pi RL. This is formula for curved surface area of a cone. So pi RL plus 2 pi r square, curved surface area of hemispherical part of the toy. If we take pi r common, it will be L plus 2r. Now put the values of variables in this formula, that is pi 22 by 7 into radius 3.5 into slant height 12.5 plus 2 into radius 3.5 centimeter. This is equal to 22 by 7 can cancel this 3.5, 7 0.5, and this 0.5 into 22 is 11. So 11 into 12.5 plus 2 into 3.5, 7, and this is equal to 11 into 12.5 plus 7, 19.5. 19.5 into 11 equal to 214.5 centimeter square, and this is total surface area of the toy. Question number 4. A cubical block of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. This is the question. In this question, there is a cubical block of side 7 centimeter, and on the top of the cubical block, I mean on one face, on the top face of the cubical block, a hemisphere is surmounted. Then what is the greatest diameter that the hemisphere can have? The greatest diameter, as hemisphere is surmounted on one face of the cubical block of side 7 centimeter, greatest diameter is going to be 7 centimeter. So side of cubical block, let's write side of cubical block is given 7 centimeter. As hemisphere is surmounted on a face of the cubical block of side 7 centimeter, that's why the greatest possible diameter for hemisphere is going to be 7 centimeter, as it has to be on a face of the cubical block. So therefore the greatest diameter of hemisphere will be 7 centimeter, greatest diameter. And now we have to find surface area of the solid. When a hemisphere is surmounted on one face of a cubical block of side 7 centimeter, then pi r square area from one face of cubical block is removed, or we can say it goes inside the hemisphere, and in place of that two curved surface area of hemisphere is created, that is pi r square is created. Once again you listen to me. When we keep a hemisphere on one face of a cubical block, then pi r square area, circular area, goes inside the hemisphere. That means that pi r square area of one face of the cubical block is covered by hemisphere, and in place of that curved surface area of hemisphere is created. So total surface area of the resulting solid now, after hemisphere is surmounted on a face of a cubical block, is going to be equal to total surface area of a cubical block minus pi r square area that is covered by hemisphere plus 2 pi r square curved surface area of hemisphere created. So surface area of the resulting solid is equal to total surface area of the cubical block 6 a square, where a is side, so 6 into side square, minus pi r square, circular area which is covered by the hemisphere, and this pi r square is circular area from one face of the cubical block, and 2 pi r square is created as curved surface area of the hemisphere, so it is plus 2 pi r square. This is 6a square, total surface area of cubical block. This minus pi r square is written because it has been covered by hemisphere, so it has gone from total surface area, and plus 2 pi r square curved surface area of the hemisphere is created, so it is plus 2 pi r square. This is equal to 6a square plus pi r square. Now let's put values of side of cubical block 7 centimeter, radius as diameter is 7 centimeter, so radius is going to be 7 by 2 centimeter. So 6 into 7 square plus 22 by 7 into radius 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. This is equal to 7 square 49 into 6 plus this 7 cancel, 2 11 times 22, 11 into 7 77 by 2. 6 into 49, 294 plus 77 by 2, 38.5. This is equal to 332.5 centimeter square. This is area, I mean surface area of the solid, and this is the answer.